If you are a believer in Jesus Christ, and you have children, just say if you have one child or multiple children that dream, they're dreamers, please, by all means, I'm going by experience, please don't ignore them. Please don't ignore them. Even if you don't believe what they're saying is true. Just don't shame them or embarrass them and tell them, oh, you tripping. That didn't happen. Just say, okay, write it down. I'm just giving you some helpful tips. Write it down. You may come back to it later. It may not make sense right away. Again, I'm telling you what I've been going through the past 4 years, 4.5, going on 5 years. So, number one, you definitely want to pray. And sometimes the dream could be a warning. It'll also help you to be able to maybe target specific prayers and take it to the Holy Spirit and ask what I should be doing. What do I need to know? As I said, number one, write it down. Number one, pray over it. Number two, write it down. Even if you have to, like I said, come back to it later in a journal or somewhere, especially if they're too young to know how to write things, write like that. Get them a little journal. I had one for my daughter and I don't know where I put it, but I had to start a new one. But just jot it down, put it somewhere in a safe place where you remember it, because most times you will need to come back to it. The reason I'm saying it is because I've been having dreams since I was 12. When I would wake up and used to tell my mom, she'd just say, oh, okay. So I didn't have anybody to tell my dreams to. And now that I'm older, when I look back, some of them I know without a doubt were warnings. They were warnings, even though I didn't understand them. And one dream that I know I had about tunnels. So when I never understood this dream and I had it in the 7th grade, the exact same way. I was dreaming about tunnels in a school and didn't even know it until I listened to Ted Gunderson. Yes, the former FBI director from back in the day. I'm like, oh, now I'm connecting the dots. Anyway, my daughter had she has dreams often to my youngest daughter. So let me give you one dream she told me about last year. It was right before my oldest daughter's birthday. It was October. So at the time, my transmission went on my car. So we were walking. Who were we walking to? I think I was walking her to school, something. And she says, Mom, I had a dream last night. And I'm like, okay, what was the dream about? She said, well, you and me were walking and then you got hit by a car. And she said, I called. She said 911. She said, I called. Yeah, she said, I called 911, but they wouldn't come. I said, they wouldn't come. So she said, I had to call the hospital and then they came and got you. She said, well, you were asleep for 7 days. And then you finally woke up and then we went home. Now I know some of you are thinking, what kind of dream is this? It was to warn me to pay attention to other things that were going on that we may not always see spiritually, but most times kids can see, and that's why the enemy comes at them and attacking them even harder. So that's why we have to know how to pray and cancel those assignments. Teach these kids how to pray too. I mean, they can learn all kind of stuff on TV, apps, dances, all that. Why they can't learn how to pray? Tell my daughter every morning, especially before she goes to school, let's put on the armor of God. Simple prayers. And when they get older, they can add more to it. So anyway, I'm just blown away at that dream that she had. She's had dreams of dinosaurs. She's had dreams of, she said, the aliens, the UFO crashed into the house. And that was back in 2021, 2022. Just various dreams. Now, one dream that I'm going to tell you about happened, matter of fact, they were on spring break. I went back to look at the calendar. This was March of 2025, so last school year. I was out doing errands. She was at home with my oldest daughter. When I came back home, she's like, oh, Mom, I'm so glad to see you. You've been gone so long. Younger kids, they don't perceive the time. 1 hour seems probably a day to them. So she said, oh, you've been gone so long. I'm so glad to see you. So she said, the police were here. So I'm thinking something happened in another building or something. Maybe they were out searching. I don't know. I wasn't home. So she said, yeah, Mom, the police was looking for you. She said, I saw their sirens were outside. And again, I'm thinking maybe they wanted to question people or looking for someone. Again, I didn't know of anything that happened. So we were staying on the first floor. And she says, no, Mom, I saw their lights outside. And they came to a window. The police officer came to the window with a flashlight, and he was looking in our room. She said, I got scared and I hid under the bed, but they came looking for you. Now, in the natural, you're going to say, well, what have I done? I haven't done anything. I haven't broken any laws. I'm not wanted for arrest or anything. So I just simply said, okay. So the next day, I'm thinking, okay, if something happened in the area, if they wanted to question people to see if they know or heard something, wouldn't a police officer or detective leave their business card? So again, I'm just thinking to myself, going through, just talking things through. I'm like, well, the police were there looking for me. Why didn't they leave a business card? So that took me back to, again, this was March 2025, 9 months ago. It took me back to 2021. This is shortly after my daughter went to hell. And things after a month, it was a peace in the house, and then after that it was straight warfare. Didn't know I was going to be doing anything. So it was like 3 in the morning. I heard a knock on the door, and my bedroom was right by the door. It startled me, so I jumped up, and I heard the Lord's voice clearly: do not open that door. So I did not open the door. I tiptoed very softly to just look out the peephole to see who it was, because I'm like, who is knocking on my door at 3 a.m.? It was a police officer. What is the police doing looking for me? And then again, I want to post this video. I didn't make it. Everybody you see, no matter where you are, is not human. So I may tell you, okay, the police was here. Somebody may say, well, I haven't seen anybody. It may not have been really a physical thing. It may have been more so spiritual, that the police were there looking for me. And then with a secret agent being at my job. So anyway, I said all that to say, if you have children that dream and tell you stuff, just pay attention to what they're saying. Don't just write them off as they're tripping. They don't know what they're talking about. It's their imagination. You never know. It may be something that could save your life. Somebody else is a warning or something. So with that being said, with them looking for me, I know what it really means. We are at the end, and they know who is of God and they know who is not. Again, this is a spiritual battle. The enemy's time is almost up. I've had dreams about like I said, I had a dream about the FBI agent that was looking for me. I had a dream that the CIA was at my job. It's wrote down. I have it wrote down. So maybe 3.5 years ago, the CIA was at my job. What on earth is going on? We at the end. Persecution is here. You haven't seen persecution yet in America. Oh, you should check into other countries. But it is coming to America. But anyway, the children have dreams and stuff. Don't ignore them. Pray over them, because usually their spirits are way more sensitive. They can probably usually pick up on things they may not know what it is or how to really articulate to tell you, but it's for a reason. All right. Y'all have a good day.